welcome to the podcast, Can You Take My Shift? Your favorite coworkers are off the clock and back for another episode. Oh, fade out, and welcome back to the podcast, our very first live and in-person podcast. You can see our beautiful faces with my hair being blown straight into my mouth. Welcome, everybody who's here today. You are part of a focus group. There will not be sandwiches.
Sorry.
We have completely run out of the budget. So, I don't know how we're going to afford to keep paying our bills. Okay, can someone help me budget here? So I spend like $200 on food. I had to buy a $500 microphone. Wait, no, sorry, Trevor bought that. Not even free. Yeah. What else? I finally got free coffee at work. That was
nice.
Really frustrating. So I can't say too much about what I do. I guess we haven't really checked in a while. It's been a hot minute since
it has. We've been off on our own little adventures. Nothing crazy. We're still here. We're still in the same places we were before. We've just been busy with our own lives. Yeah, which is weird.
Mm-hmm. But yes, so my job, I can't say what it is because of legal reasons. But I work in an office. And this office makes a lot of money. And the coffee machine was broken for 2.5 months. Because I've almost been there 3 months now. And I was like, are you kidding me? All the higher ups, they're like, oh, I just go get coffee. And I was like, cool, I make the least amount. I am the receptionist. I know I make the least amount of money out of everybody in this office. I need the free coffee. That is what I depend on. And my old job had an espresso, so I got used to a certain lifestyle, and we have an espresso at home.
This is true. This is true.
So they finally, my boss comes in one day with a Keurig, and she's like, there we go, we have coffee. And then the coffee guy came to fix the coffee machine we had the next day. He's like, yeah, this thing is broken.
That's so insane.
Yeah, so we have these little, McDonald's Keurig pods that they bought from Costco. And also my part of my job is I have to order all of the office supplies.
So are now you just ordering the coffee that you like?
No, I don't get to order the coffee. That's the thing, because we ran out. So they got 2 coffees because they got the McDonald's coffee and then they got this blonde roast coffee that I'm pretty sure is the same supplier as Starbucks.
Probably. Because
it tastes but it's the what is Costco's name brand?
Kirkland?
Yes. But it was the Kirkland, but it was yellow and stuff. So it was this is probably the same supplier.
Wow.
So I drank all that, had to hide a couple of pods because I was like,
you had to keep it for yourself.
Well, okay, so here's my thing. And this is such a snobby coffee drinker thing. I know I'm going to sound like a pompous asshole. I drink coffee black. I don't need anything in my coffee unless it's iced coffee. I need a little bit of cream because it's too acidic. But when you drink coffee black, there is good coffee and there is bad coffee. When you drink coffee with a shit ton of creamer in it, you can have the less good coffee.
Absolutely. That is the whole point.
Exactly. So I'm stop drinking all the good coffee if you're dumping a whole thing of vanilla creamer in it. So I don't feel bad for hiding the good pods. I'm going to call out Trevor right now. I love you to bits, Trevor. The good pods that I the flavored ones I love. When you drink those ones, I'm it makes me so mad.
Stop. So are you having to hide coffee pods around our house now?
No, but I think we might have to just buy. I might just have to buy those ones and be like, these ones are mine, because he puts so much creamer in them. Around I don't know what time, but there was these pods that were from Hawaii, and they were so good.
Yeah, the Kona ones.
Good.
Yeah,
but they're their packages were $5 more than regular.
Well, yeah, because it's Hawaiian coffee. That shit's super rare.
Exactly. So if that stuff ever comes back, no,
It will. It's a seasonal thing.
Okay, yeah, not an inch of creamer is going in that.
Is that your coffee tangent for the day? Nice.
Yes, it is. But yeah, well, no, I just thought I would update the folks on what else is going on.
Yes.
With my job. But the other thing, because we'll get to you in a minute, but it's been a hot while. We always start with me anyways.
Yes. It is all about you.
True, it is all about me. I am a Leo.
Exactly.
Yeah. But so the other big thing that happened, because I'm working, so on St. Patrick's Day, I got into a car accident.
Not
and
fun.
It was not fun. So we were driving down the street. I was the passenger. So this is my third car accident, actually.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah. And it's funny because I've been in a different seat every single time.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I will not sit now in the seat behind the passenger because that's the only one I miss. Okay, there's some of them have the middle seats. And then I guess if it's a minivan, and then okay, well, we could keep going.
Yeah, there's way too many variables. Okay, but
yeah,
yes.
yeah. All right. If I was in a school bus, I haven't sat in the 8th row.
Fair.
But we got into a car crash, because the guy ran a stop sign and hit us. Took a giant chunk out of the car, and now I'm in a lot of pain. So it's super fun, sexy time, and I am learning about ICBC's this no fault insurance plan. It's bullshit. And it's so bullshit.
Oh, yes, you've been telling me about it, but regale the audience.
Yeah, so it used to be that if you got into an accident, you would sue ICBC. This is a BC thing. You would sue ICBC, and you have like up to 2 years to sue after your accident, and then you have to go through legal things if you want, because you can either settle with ICBC at the beginning, or you can get a defense lawyer and like a personal injury lawyer.
Yeah.
And then you can sue ICBC in lieu of physical damages, emotional damages, loss of like enjoyment of life, loss of income, and all that stuff. But with ICBC's new no fault insurance, they basically, it's like they're called their definitive care or all that stuff. I don't know. It's so stupid and it makes me so mad. So you get up to a certain amount of like treatments.
Yeah.
Like you can go see like a chiropractor 12 times, a physiotherapist, a massage therapist, but then only to a certain dollar amount.
Yeah, that's like most.
But here's the thing. So for a massage therapist, they only give you up to $85. A massage therapist costs around like the going rate for an hour is 100 to 120. And when I told them on the phone, I was like, that's not enough money, so I have to pay out of pocket because somebody ran a stop sign, and I was literally the passenger, so like there's nothing I could do. And he's like, I know you should get a cheaper massage therapist.
That's garbage.
So was pretty pissed off about that.
Yeah.
And then if you lose work, they'll like supplement like 90% of your income if you're like off work, which is okay. But it's also, but you now can't claim like loss of enjoyment of life, is what people always used to do.
Oh.
Because like right now, I can't do a lot of things I like. I mean, I can't go on a roller coaster. Not that I was planning on it in the next week, but what if I was?
You never know.
I mean, I can't go for hikes because like walking for a long time really hurts. And that is something I do all the time.
Yeah.
I can't do my cage fighting matches.
Damn, and you were doing those like every week.
Every week. Like I had my ex-husband and he was training me. Like we were in the ring, just fighting. I was 8-0, or is it 0-8?
I won 8-0. If you're 0-8, that means you've lost 8.
Yeah. Damn. But yeah, that's me.
That's you.
But Amy, now how are you? How have you been?
I'm good. I've been good. I've now been working my new job for a month, give or take, and it's been really fun. It's been really crazy. I can talk a little bit about my job, but honestly, just for like my own sake, I'm gonna keep it like pretty private because it's a big deal for me getting this job anyway, and I just would like to keep my work and personal life a little bit separately because I do stream. But
you should say you're like Beyonce's personal assistant.
just call it that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm a social media manager for a company for a brand new game that's coming out very soon. It's a game that's like public information, but and honestly, like I'm not hiding the fact I'm working on it, but I'm not gonna label myself being like I'm doing this, yay. If you know me,
loose after you, like you truly are.
If you know me personally, you know what I'm doing. If you want to know, you can just message me. But I'm not gonna say it on a public platform for my own reasons. But it's been going good. It's really exciting. It's really fun. Yeah, my mom does tell everybody, so that also doesn't help my case. Mom, I love you, but please stop. I know you're proud, but please stop.
It's okay. My mother's really proud of you too.
Is your mom also telling everybody?
Probably.
So it's exciting. It's cool. It's a big deal, so I get why. But it's been, yeah, we've just been like chilling. Yeah, nothing else is new. My favorite holiday is coming up next week. I love Easter. I'm a slut for Easter, even though I'm not religious in any way, shape, or form. I just really like chocolate and pastels, so that's exciting.
You like eggs.
I like eggs.
You like egg.
I like egg.
Egg.
But no, other than that, we did get to go to a concert last night.
Oh my god, yeah, we went to the concert.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, can I say? So Miss Olivia Rodrigo decided to come to town. She decided to roll up and for her very first concert.
Yes.
Now, these tickets went on sale in November.
They did.
And, yeah. So I have never bought concerts. This is only my second concert. My first concert was the Jonas Brothers. And Amy, as in a previous episode, explained how she lied and said she was pooping so she could buy the tickets at work. So we were like, okay, we'll both try to buy the tickets because we know it's gonna be very Hunger Games.
Oh yeah, we both were sitting on our computers. We were God's chosen children that week and both got early access codes, which I can't even believe we got.
Yeah, so we put in the early access codes and I'm waiting. So at my old job, like students would just like I swear they would rip the door off the handles. Like think of that, you know, that Big Bird meme
where he like breaks down the door.
Yeah, that's what students would do to my office when I worked at the school. And I was like, I said to my coworker, I am trying to get concert tickets. I am locking my office door. I'm saying I'm in a meeting. Like, cover me. She doesn't work there anymore. She doesn't care. But I was like, you cover me. I'm in a meeting. I'm getting these fucking tickets. I haven't taken my break in like 2 weeks because students keep banging down my door. I would like have a sandwich half hanging out of my mouth and they'd be like, Kelsey, I need to talk to you.
Ugh.
Sorry, I have a lot of resentment for that job.
That's fair. That's fair. You're allowed to have that.
So I barricaded the door. I like logged on, waiting for these tickets. I have like all my payment things. I'm all ready to go. We both get in line. I think I was like 10,000 people or so in front of you, I think, and we logged on at the same time. Like it was a lot.
Yeah. We both logged on at the same time, but you just got like ahead of me because I don't know. I had so many people ahead of me, and you were, by the time you got to the front for tickets, I think there was still like a good 100, 200 people in front of me, and that's like what Ticketmaster had told me.
Yeah. So I bought because Amy, Trevor, and I went. So I was going like, oh, how many tickets I buy? Because you could only buy a maximum of 4.
Yes.
So I was like, should I buy 4? And Amy's like, well, it's just 3 of us going. And I'm like, and I was like, okay, I'll only buy 3. Then we later find out that a bunch of other people could have taken that ticket. And the amount people were reselling those tickets for, I could have paid for all 3 of those tickets.
I apologize, but at the time, like, none of us were in the position. I mean, I didn't have the position for, like, extra money or, like, anything like that. Like, not even on my credit card.
Yeah.
But
I think that's okay. That it's, you know what, hindsight is very 2020.
Yes.
But I secured the bag, and then a lot of people were so angry on social media because it sold out and they didn't get tickets.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing ever is, if anyone's seen, so Olivia's song Driver's License, somebody made a fan edit of it to the Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah, when Greg and
I think it's Rowley.
Yeah, Rowley like get into an argument. They're not friends anymore, and it's, well, the video makes it very dramatic.
You know what, Greg?
You're not a good friend, Greg. And then I found out that, like, it's got like 2 million views on Twitter, that video. And like the person who tweeted it was like, I credit like this song's success to my edit. But that person lives in the same city as us, because they tweeted like I made this fan video and I don't even get to see her concert tonight. I felt really bad, and I was like, if we only had that 4th ticket, we could have taken the iPhone.
Yeah, we could have been like, dude, we got you.
Yeah. Like, hello, random Twitter person. We'll take care of you.
Absolutely. Why not? Why not?
But it was a really good concert.
Yeah, it was. It was super good. A little short, but like also Miss Olivia's album is only 30 minutes, so like what were we really expecting? She did do
and Gracie Abrams was good.
Yeah, Gracie Abrams was her opening act, and she was fantastic. Olivia did do a cover though of Canadian icon Avril Lavigne, and that was super great. It was so good. And then as a treat, because we were talking about this while we were waiting in line to get to the venue, there was 3 concerts in town last night. There was Tyler the Creator, Conan Gray, and Olivia Rodrigo. And so we were like, okay, well, all the girlies are at Olivia. All of the depressed gays and non-binary folks are at Conan Gray. And all the boyfriends who have girlfriends that are busy tonight at both of these concerts are at Tyler the Creator.
Trevor, he's one of the girlies.
Yeah, Trevor's one of the girlies. Of course he is. And so we were like enjoying the concert, and all of a sudden Olivia's like, oh, like I have a friend here to surprise you. And fucking Conan Gray comes out, because his concert must have been earlier in the day. So he must have like rushed over to be here. And yeah, then they sang a Katy Perry song together, and it was really cute.
Cute.
Yeah, so then the girlies and the depressed gays won at Olivia last night.
We truly won.
It was super fun.
Yeah.
Made me miss concerts.
I too. It was really weird. I was like having an out of body experience. I was like, this feels really taboo. Like, this feels very wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I also felt like that meme. I'm like, am I too old to be here?
Everyone was on point though. Like, everyone's outfits looked super cute. You could tell everyone was like had a theme. It was fun. I didn't feel like weirdly out of place.
No, like the theme was like everyone was like either purples, blues, lots of leather.
Yes.
It was a good old girly gay time. Might have been, I don't know, there was older people there, but they had a child with them.
I don't think we were that out of place. Like,
no, there was a lot of people our age.
Yeah.
There was not as many kids. I feel like there was more kids at the Jonas Brothers concert.
Yeah, but the Jonas Brothers, weirdly enough, even though it was kind of like their like comeback tour, their demographic is still based younger. Like, Olivia Rodrigo is kind of based younger, but I would say that a lot more like Gen Z and millennials listen to her. So like, I'm pretty sure you still had to be 18 to go to the concert. So it like wasn't that bad. But
the other thing that I have been doing is I'm trying to listen to more podcasts, because I went through a while where I kind of stopped, and Amy and I started listening to the icons that are Sarah Shower and Brittany Broski's podcast.
Oh yeah, if y'all want a good podcast recommendation, Brittany Broski and Sarah Shower's podcast is called Violating Community Guidelines. And oh my god, I had an episode on while I was at work, and it got to the point where I literally had to I had to excuse myself to go to the washroom. I can't remember what episode I was listening to, but I was literally
The one on furries?
no, it's the episode that actually no, it was the episode that we are stealing their idea from that today's is based
Oh, yeah.
because I literally started snorting, and I was like, I have to go to the bathroom and calm down and shut this podcast off because I was killing myself laughing so much. And even now I work from home 50% of the time now. I can't even have it on at home while I'm working because I just start laughing so hard. They're so funny. I just want to be their friend so bad.
I was listening to it on public transit, and I still wear my mask. And it's a good thing, too. Well, because public transit is just disgusting.
Yes.
But I'm going, I'm just, staying there trying not to look like a crazy person, just giggling.
Yeah. No, they're so funny.
But that brings us to the point of the episode.
Ooh.
So they have an episode about LinkedIn influencers, and it's very, very funny, and everybody should give it a listen. But that got us thinking that let's look into this ourselves. And to start this off, so I hated LinkedIn. I mean, I still hate LinkedIn. I hate it. And I refused to get it for the longest time. And Amy was like, when I was job hunting, this was a while back, he was like, you need a LinkedIn. You need a LinkedIn. And I was like, no, not doing it.
But it's because when I was going through university, I had to create a LinkedIn. I had a whole project based around creating a LinkedIn profile that my teacher went through and edited, and I did take my own headshot and do all this stuff. And it's how I kind of got my first job in marketing, and it's low key how I now have this one. Not quite, but
well, I did make a LinkedIn, and I applied to a ton of jobs. Didn't get any interviews. I had a few people look at my profile. The only interview I got was a scam.
Oh yes, I do remember that. Yep.
Yeah. And they hounded me for a while after, and I was like, oh shit. Because I was like, wait, a marketing assistant job for this much money? Entry level? Oh my god. And then we looked at it, and I was like, oh, this is a scam.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. And I also, because I had to make one, because I was dragging my feet, and then when I was in college, they were like, you need to make one, because one of my college professors is very big on LinkedIn, and I'm not gonna call him out because
wait, is he a LinkedIn celebrity?
He thinks of himself as a LinkedIn influencer.
Oh, I love that for him. Love that for him.
I hate that for him. He's really nice, so I'm not gonna put him on blast here, but some things are so cringe, and honestly LinkedIn is just such it's Facebook on I don't know. It's just something else. LinkedIn is just, for a lack of a better word, a circle jerk.
It's like shit posting for professionals, and it's all all this it's where that fake positivity has started going. It was on Facebook, and now it's on LinkedIn, and it's all about finding a job or things like that. So it's very gross.
It's so gross, and I hate it so much. And I've never posted on LinkedIn. I have an account, but I've never posted anything other than just putting my work experience and what qualifications I have. I'm a scuba instructor, high diving gold medalist, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But so I was doing some digging, and I want to start off before I get into the but we'll start off a little light before I get into my rant on who I hate on LinkedIn. So, Amy, if you go to the first link.
Yes.
Where's the first link? So this is from boardpanda.com / crap on LinkedIn post.
Oh, I love it.
This Twitter account is dedicated to showcasing all the crap on LinkedIn, and here's 40 of the best finds. So we both took a quick look over this, and I would like to start with one of my favorites. So this is from Anselmo Ramos. He's the founder and chief creative officer of GUT, or GUT. Hire slow. Do 3-hour interviews. Have coffee, lunch, dinner. Ask your team to meet the candidate and see if it's a good fit. The higher the position, the slower you should hire. I've been interviewing someone for the last 5 years. The person doesn't even know. It's going well.
I'm sorry, this is a job interview, not a date, not a relationship.
Like, is this... Are you trying to marry this candidate? Like...
Yeah, I've been interviewing someone for 5 years. What? To be your future, like, partner? Like, what? Like, what is this?
Could you imagine you think you're in a relationship with this man for 5 years, and then he turns to you one day, you got the job, and you're like, eating like dinner at the house you've moved in together.
Yeah, like what job?
You got what job?
People are insane.
Being my assistant, and then she immediately dumps him.
I would.
But like, that is so. I'm sorry. No, people's time is valuable. Like, that's just. Oh my god, I just read that, and I just like, or this man is 100% stalking somebody.
Probably. That just seems so dumb.
He's watching this this candidate through their window, going.
There's also a thing with like long interview processes. I think they're kind of dumb when you have to do like multiple step interviews. It kind of depends on like what you're going for, but like I remember when I had a job interview with like Apple, and it was literally like minimum wage job, and the first interview was like a massive group interview with 40 people, and then you were broken up into small little 10 people groups, and then if they liked you from that, they would give you a call back to do another group interview with 4 people, and then do a single interview with you. And I was like, this is for minimum wage. I'm not.
Well, it was minimum wage.
I think it was like slightly above, but still, I think that's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, like I understand for interviews 2, because I think 2 is good because one of them should not be in person. I think a phone interview is great to weed out people who are not worth your time, and for people to find out if this job's not worth their time.
Oh, 100%, I agree with that.
And then, so it's like, if you're like, okay, we have 50 resumes, we'll give them all a phone interview, and then we'll choose 10 people we want to give an in-person interview.
Yeah, it's insane.
But Amy, what do you have for us?
What I found on LinkedIn was this guy, Daniel Abrahams. He's a CEO at Hustler Agency, but it's Hustler without the E. And then
Hustler?
Yeah.
Or Husel? I can't think of words right now.
Hustler. Like hustler? So this is what he says. He says, okay. I bought her a coffee. No big deal. Then I grabbed a marker pen and wrote this on the side of the cup. I'm so impressed with your creativity and quality of work. We're really privileged to have you on the team. Thank you. She thanked me for the coffee, but didn't notice the message. Later, I saw a huge smile on her face. When our eyes met, she mouthed the words, thank you. People want to feel their work matters. It doesn't take much to show some appreciation. It's not about pay rises, bonuses, or company cars. All you need is a $4 coffee and a pen. A person who feels appreciated will always do more than what's expected. Agree? Now, first of all, I would just like to address the fact that he said pay rises, not raises. This man is a CEO.
You messed that up. And
like, I can't believe it. Second of all, you should be paying, your employees need more than their $4 cup of coffee. Like, you need to give them raises. Bonuses are great too if that is something that your company does. But don't just give them $4 cups of coffee and write thank you with a Sharpie. Oh my god.
That's what baristas do when they're bored.
Yep. 100%.
Oh my goodness. See? It's just like, oh, good for me. Good for me. Good for me. Good for me. I am a CEO. I drive a BMW, but I pay my employee not a living wage. Good for me.
Good for me. Like,
yeah.
So dumb.
No, my boss at the old place did something like that when I was in training. So I found out that like I was getting severely underpaid at that job. And she was like, "Oh, Kelsey, let me buy you a latte." Because I was like, "I'm gonna head to Starbucks," and she's like, "Oh, let me buy you a latte. Let me buy you a latte." You just do so much. It's the least I could do. The least you could do is pay me $10,000 more for the position.
Yeah,
because that's the market value for this position.
But go off with your coffee. Like, thanks so much.
Oh, thank you for buying me a latte. I should have been like, okay, whatever I want. Oh, buy me a latte. I want a whole bottle of syrup pumped into it.
Just get every single thing you can added to it.
Okay. Oh, okay. I can't. That one won't translate. It's a picture. Oh God, Oh, I see the one that was yours. Okay. Oh God, this one. Okay. Order $1,000. Sorry. Oh my God, order $10,000 of coffee. Absolutely. Jeez. That's what I should have done. Yeah. Yeah. And Notch too. She gave me her credit card to go pick up the coffee.
You should just bought so much. And like, oh, know what you should have done. And for legal reasons, this is a joke. You do one transaction, and then you would do a second transaction with all the extra things you've done, because then you could be like, oh, something must have happened. They must have accidentally scanned your card for something else, or it got stolen, and then it can't be tracked back.
Yeah.
For legal reasons, that is a joke.
I go buy a laptop. Oh my God, I got mugged.
Yeah.
They took your credit card.
Sorry, it must have fallen out of my pocket.
Yeah. Okay, but I got one for you.
Okay.
So this is from Simon Chan. He's a LinkedIn Top Voice 2018, helping enterprises to solve complex problems using digital technologies.
Sure.
Sure, Simon. All right. I saw a guy at Costa. Oh wait, is Costa Coffee British?
Yes.
I saw a guy at Costa Coffee today. No iPhone, no tablet, no laptop. He just sat there, drinking coffee. Then I saw something even more strange. Another guy pulled up a chair and started having a conversation with him. Q. Is conversation a dying art? Is technology killing our ability to talk face to face? I apologize for the accent. I'm so sorry for that. Please don't turn this podcast off. I apologize.
No, see, the thing is, when we used to do this on literally the floor of my bedroom behind me.
Oh yeah, that's where the magic happened.
That's where the magic happened, right behind me.
Yeah.
I could sit here and like giggle and no one could see my face. Now everybody can see my face, which is fine.
Yeah.
But like, dude, like nothing is stopping people from talking. That is such like a boomer mentality. Like,
also, it's such a male mentality now, like, because I'm sorry, if a man just grabs a chair, sits down, and just starts talking to me, I'm like, no, go away. I don't want to talk to you. Like, I don't like to talk to people. Anytime any stranger like looks at me, like downtown, I'm like, oh, if a stranger looks at me and they think they're gonna talk to me, I'm like, nope. But that's just because like it's a safety thing.
Yeah.
And usually they're like, can I have money? And I'm like, no, I don't have any money. And then I feel really bad. But it's just like, usually if someone's just sitting there, like without anything out there, drinking their coffee, they're probably on their break. They're taking a moment of pure silence. Or they're an old man who it's every day he gets up at 5 a.m. to be at his Starbucks.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's insane.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What's one I found? This one is from Jonathan Tesser. He's a VP Research Insights and Analytics at NYC and Company. And then it says career whisperer for something, but it cuts off. What the fuck is a career whisperer? Like, are they like clairvoyant about jobs?
I am the CEO. CFO. I don't know. They just whisper careers. Firefighter.
Yeah, like, you're gonna work at a grocery store for your entire life. I'm so sorry. Like, what? But this is what he says. Hey, young professional, why should I hire you? Your 3.7 GPA? Nah, doesn't tell me about you. Your health sciences major? Nah, doesn't tell me about you. Your internship at Facebook, Amazon, or Google? Nah, doesn't tell me about you. I want to know why I should hire you. You need to convey to me what makes you unique, what you're passionate about, and what you have to offer. Otherwise, you're just a piece of paper. Also, he said hashtag testimony, but it's spelled wrong. So, I keep picking what's the spelling errors because I think it's really funny.
Testimony? Is that like going, yes, preach, girl, preach?
Yeah, literally. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I fully know how to spell testimony, but I know this is wrong. It's TESSTIMONY. That is incorrect. Testimony.
But if you're gonna post on LinkedIn, you have to be ready for people to tear you apart. Just like anything. Like, there are certain social medias where you can make spelling mistakes and nobody cares.
Yeah.
I make them all the time on Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter's excusable because, like, there's no edit feature. People just know. And then you can kind of make it a joke.
But if I'm writing something, like, for some reason, sometimes you don't have spell check on things.
Mm-hmm.
If I know I've spelt a word wrong, I will go into Google, type it, and then just copy and paste it.
Oh, I do that all the time. I can tell you with full certainty, I do not know how to spell the word definitely. I have no idea how to spell that word. I have to get it auto-corrected every single time.
Oh my god, I don't think I know how to spell it either. I don't know how to spell a lot of words.
Yeah.
I cannot spell restaurant.
Oh yeah, that's a difficult one because there's that weird U in it. I always forget that.
Yeah.
But I just think, like, Jonathan, that's BS because all those things he listed, like the GPA, the health sciences, the internships, that's what got you the interview. It's like, don't act so high and mighty. Like, yeah, exactly. Personality is things, but honestly, like, nowadays it's not what you know, it's who you know. So...
Oh, 100%. No, it's 100% about who you know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think. Any good job I've gotten, it's because of who I know. My current job, I got all on my own. But that's because I was overqualified in a market that needed it.
Yeah.
But, like, your job...
Oh, I got it from I knew somebody.
Yeah, you knew somebody and you got it.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying, like, I can't say a whole lot on that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But
the next thing I want to talk about, so, men.
Ugh, do we have to?
Sadly, we do. Now we love certain men. Like, this is...
It's a small list.
Yeah, it's a small list of the men we love and stan. But know who I cannot stand?
Who?
Mr. Gary Vaynerchuk, or Mr. Gary fucking V.
Oh yes, this man. Tell us about Gary V, Kelsey. Tell us about this man.
If I was in a room with Gary V and Hitler and I had 2 bullets, I would shoot Gary Vee twice. That is a joke.
Kelsey!
Wait, have you not seen the episode of The Office? If I was in a room with like Hitler and Toby,
I know.
Gary Vee is awful, and like I don't know why so many men are just like obsessed with him, and it's not healthy, and it's never like okay. So again, this teacher who like I had the linked influencer, he would bring up Gary Vee all the time.
Oh, of course he would.
Yeah, of course he would. And I'm like, why? Why? And then people are like, oh, because he's like the ultimate businessman. Because so Gary Vee's LinkedIn title is Chairman of VaynerX, CEO of, is it Vayner? I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. CEO of VaynerMedia, 5-time New York Times bestselling author. Text me. Here, let's dox Gary Vee. 212-931-5731. That's not doxing his public information. It's on his LinkedIn bio.
It's probably one of those like weird, like he probably has like a fucking burner phone just for his like stupid text line.
Well, it's probably one of those services that's like sign up. Like,
yeah.
Text me. Yeah. And oh my goodness, he published this post on January 19th this year. Why kindness is the ultimate business strength. I think the first paragraph in, and I visibly threw up in my mouth. Are you looking at the link I sent you?
Yes.
It's the LinkedIn link.
What is kindness? God. This man.
Like, it's the most, like, bullshit, self-serving.
The thing is, I don't know how this man just got away with, like, pandering information that people already know. Like,
exactly.
Like, he has this, like, photo of him also.
Wait, ready? He's doing this pose. Because, okay, no, this is the gamer pose, and then this is the business pose.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
no, the only two poses men know.
He has a photo of him also, like, dude's head's weirdly shaped. I'm sorry. Not to, like, point out flaws on people, but, like, he's got a weird head.
It's fine. He has enough when you have that much money, we can make fun of him.
Yeah. I hate commenting on people's, like, appearances, but sometimes I'm like, he does look a little funny, and that's okay. But he has this, like, photo that literally says, kindness is always the answer. Start with deploying it on yourself. First of all, like, why choose the word deploying? We ain't going to war, sir. We are not in the army.
Like, kindness. All I can think of is someone, like, dropping out of a plane, like,
yeah.
Kindness.
But, like, he literally is just saying things people already know, or just, like, fucking, like, almost Etsy mom quotes. And who is letting him get away with this?
Know who he is? He is the white man's Rachel Hollis. Like, you know, girl, wash your face.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about her.
I mean, she got fully canceled. Gary is still thriving, but yeah. But no, 100%. He is the white man's Rachel Hollis.
Yeah. You know?
And it's just like so nauseating and it's like so self-serving, and oh my god. Also, these I don't know if I can screen share, but these stupid like graphics that he's got, the kind kudu, kind warrior.
Yeah.
Like, do you think he drew these? Like, these look like the drawings like a kid does when they're at the restaurant, because you don't want your kid to be an iPad kid, so they're like, here's some crayons.
Honestly. Yeah, this dude is just... I can appreciate where he's coming from, wanting to spread kindness and positivity.
Yeah.
But there comes a point when it's, like, so fake. Yeah. And just, like, annoying.
It's just so... And then, like, here's one thing. Being cutthroat isn't cool. Kindness is the real flex. check out this video for more perspective. And it's a video of himself, and the thumbnail is "Nice guys finish last" is just not true. I can't make this shit up.
Oh, Gary. I'm like, we can't keep letting white men get away with that.
We can't. So I was like, I want to find the people who agree with me. So where did I go? Of course I went to Reddit.
Of course.
And
also, why Drew Barrymore? Why Drew Barrymore let him on her show, and I love Drew Barrymore's show. It is so funny. Drew Barrymore is a treasure. I love her, but I have lost a tiny bit of respect.
Is that gay icon Ross Matthews?
Unfortunately, also yes.
Oh my goodness. But I went to Reddit and I found this post. Does anyone else find Gary Vee super annoying? I get why his content is popular, but it's awful. He says the most obvious shit and acts like if it's the first time anyone's ever said it. I don't think I've ever heard him say anything insightful. Is it just me?
Does Gary Vee have a Twitter? He must. He has to.
He must. Okay, let me go.
Do you think he gets like ripped apart on Twitter by people all the time? Because I know this is something they talked about in like Brittany Broski's podcast, being like, these LinkedIn influencers would not last a single day on Twitter with the shit that they are talking about.
So he does have a Twitter. Yeah.
Of course he does. Because I always remembered there was that like Twitter trend that went around for a while being like, oh, like I asked my kid if they wanted to do this today. And then my kid was like, no, Mom, I just want to spend time with you and help around the house. And then the mom was like, it just warmed my heart. And some people always quote tweeted me like, your 3-year-old didn't say jack shit, Carol.
Exactly. It's like, I asked my 2-year-old if they wanted to go buy candy, and they're like, no, Mother, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism. And in this TED Talk, I will explain all 5 matters. Like, it's a 2-year-old. They go, oh, candy. Candy.
Yeah, like they don't say that kind of stuff. Those are always like the fakest things. And I love like having people like called out for it. Like there's this like one dad on TikTok who I think it's a bit for sure, but his daughter just always wants to listen to Chopin. And so she'll like the dad will just make videos of being like, oh, like, sweetie, like, what do you want to like do today? And all she wants to do is like listen to Chopin, which is like a classical music artist, which like, no offense, like what 3 or 4-year-old actually really wants to listen to that?
No, what if growing like, what do you want to do? Let it go, let it go.
Yeah,
like that's what they want to listen to.
Exactly. So, yeah, there's a place for positivity, but when it gets to be like so fake, and in Gary Vee's case, like so obvious, like it's nothing new to be like, oh, be kind. No shit.
Yeah, no shit. Don't be an asshole. Wow. Okay, Amy, how many Twitter followers do you think Gary Vee has?
I would say 2 million.
3 million.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Okay, let me see. Followers. Can I search his followers? Oh, I don't think it'll let me. Oh my god. Okay, so I clicked on here it gets worse. So I clicked on his followers. The first 2 people that show up, VeeFriends, an NFT project around meaningful intellectual property, an extraordinary community leading a first of its kind in Web3 conference. Second follower, Angel. NFT educators. Cute.
Kelsey, you lost me as soon as you said NFT. I just left.
Your soul just vacated.
Yeah, my whole soul just vacated. I was like, nope, no thank you, don't got time. No time.
But I can't stand him, and I hate him, and I'm adding him. See, I don't have a work nemesis right now. Because like everyone in my work is like actually like pretty cool. Like my 2 work best friends, is a girl who's super nerdy like me, and then my 60-year-old coworker who won't retire because she hates her husband.
Fair.
And like they're like my two best work friends. Everyone else is like fine. I mean, so Gary V can be my new nemesis. He can be my new work nemesis.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, he can.
My work against capitalism.
Absolutely. No. LinkedIn people are insane. Like, also, like, LinkedIn has a influencer program.
Yes, they do.
They do, which makes no sense to me. I can't believe it. But I feel like the reason they even started this in the first place and the reason it even blew up is kind of because of COVID. Like, networking events aren't a thing anymore.
No.
So people have to go to LinkedIn and other platforms, and because people want to build like business relationships, it's on LinkedIn.
Stan, like, you gotta do what you gotta do to get the job and the career that you want, because just sending out a resume and a cover letter doesn't get you shit anymore.
Nope, unfortunately.
Because you're either not qualified enough or too qualified.
Yep.
Or they put your resume through one of those algorithm programs, and then it just gets flagged because, I don't know, you used the wrong font.
Oh yeah, they do that all the time. Like if you format it a certain way, like it flags it, or if you don't. I always hate it when people are like, "Oh, if you don't use this keyword." How are we supposed to know that? Like, I understand people don't have the time of day. Like, I got a rejection letter. Actually, I got an email the other day. I got a rejection letter from a job I applied for 6 months ago. Today. God. And the job is still posted on LinkedIn.
That makes me so mad. I saw a few jobs that I didn't get, and they're still looking.
It almost... it kind of reminds me of... You know when you used to go on, like, dating apps, like a Tinder or Bumble.
You're pulling this exactly right out of my head.
I'm so happy we're on the same wavelength. It's like when you're on the dating apps and you match with somebody, or you scroll past people that you don't like, or there is somebody you had a conversation with but it like fizzled out, and then like in my case at least, like I would go back and like delete apps and then go back like 4 or 5 months later, and the same people would still be on the app, and I'm like, okay, so the conversation that fizzled out with me, or like the one like kind of crappy date we went on, none of us are having any luck, are we?
You're like, oh good, you're still here too.
Yeah.
I remember, oh my god, one of those times it made me so mad. Because, so I would delete dating apps, and like I would completely delete them because I was like, I'll just make a brand new profile. Because I didn't want to, when I deleted them, I didn't want to save all of my matches or my conversations. Because sometimes I'd say no to someone that like in 3 months later, you'd be like, you know what, I'm into that now. Or my standards are lower.
No, not the standards.
I joke. But I one time got this is one time I was like, okay, I got asked out on a date. 2 guys asked me out on a date the same day, so I was like, I said yes to both of them, and I was gonna go one after the other, and then joke's on me because they both stood me up that day.
Oh my god, yeah.
Well, didn't stand me up. They both canceled last minute. Which is like, it's. I mean, it's not as bad, but I was like, okay, that's bullshit. Whatever. It's fine. I'm with the love of my life now and all that crap. And I remember when I went back on the dating app, I literally would get like one of the guys who like canceled on me last minute. Every time I would delete and go back, he would always be there, and then he would always be like, he would always like send me a message like, whatever like their version of super like was.
Oh yeah.
Without fail. And I'm like, dude, and every single time I think he forgot that he canceled our date last minute, because like it would be like very much like an intro message, and I'm like, Bro, you maybe forgot, but I didn't. I hold grudges for years.
Yeah.
For years.
Yeah, I just remember I'd always see this same guy who I had like the smallest conversation with, and it just like we just weren't gonna be compatible, so the conversation just literally went nowhere. But he popped up on literally every single dating app every single time, every time I re-downloaded it. And so I would just be like, I don't think it was me in this instance. I really don't think so.
Yeah, like another guy I went out with, and we had a really amazing date, and then he just ghosted me afterwards.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and then I saw he was still on the dating apps, and I was like, guess you haven't found what you're looking for.
Yeah. You know, we digress. We moved on. We're both in happy, healthy relationships, so
exactly.
Nothing matters.
No, I know. I remember when I got into this relationship that I'm in now, my boss, when I worked at the salon, she's like, I kind of miss when you were single. You always had so many good stories about like terrible dates. And I was like, I don't miss that. Dump your fiance, you be single.
You go on dates.
Yeah, you go on dates with terrible people. Like,
I do kind of miss seeing like the really funny profiles, but that's literally it. I miss absolutely nothing else.
No.
But there's like whole Twitter accounts dedicated to that shit, so I just go there.
Yeah, exactly. You find that all the good stuff is curated for you. Like, you just gotta look it up.
Exactly.
No, but it was like it's like wading through garbage. You know, when you go to a thrift store and you find like vintage Chanel, but you have found so much Shein and Walmart and somebody's like skid mark drawers.
The drawers.
But
anyways,
see, this is the problem is we have a theme and we try to stick to the theme, but then the brain cell goes this way and then the other brain cell goes this way.
That's okay.
And then it's a circle.
Makes the cell.
Yeah, we get there in the end.
Exactly, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, but so I found this article, and this is the article that Brittany and Sarah talk about on their podcast. And so, Amy, this is the first link. This is the LinkedIn. No, wait, no. Which one?
The most annoying
this is
people?
the last link, the ranker list cringe link. Okay. So this is the one that Brittany and Sarah talk about. Again, shout out to the episode. They're super funny, and I want to be their best friends. And I really want to talk about the first one, because we are talking about terrible men. And terrible ladies, too. They're both...
They exist.
They exist. Terrible men, terrible ladies, terrible non-binary people. There's just terrible people.
Men just show it a little bit more.
Yeah,
in this case, anyway.
So, Renaissance man. I met a girl tonight. I asked for her number. She said she doesn't give out numbers to anyone, which I mean fair. She asked me if I have Instagram. I said, no, but I have LinkedIn. Do you have LinkedIn? She gave me a weird look and walked away. Hashtag LinkedIn strong. Hashtag LinkedIn over Instagram.
LinkedIn strong, dude. Like, nothing tragic happened. The only tragic thing is that you thought you could, like, giving out your LinkedIn get you a date. LinkedIn's not a dating app.
This is a white man. This is the only adversity he's ever faced.
Oh my god.
But, like, no, okay, I don't give my number out to just random strangers. And then if someone's like dancing up to you and you're like, all right, I catch your vibe, and then they're like, oh, I have LinkedIn. I'm like, but out of all the social medias, that's the one you offer me?
Yeah, like that's so weird. Like Twitter, Facebook, anything else. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Jeez.
The only thing that would be worse if it's like, yeah, I'm part of this like furry subreddit.
Not the furries.
Not the furries. I apologize to the furries. Actually, that would be better than fucking. Oh, and then, oh god, there's just so many bad ones here. But I have another one for you. Okay, this one I have not seen before. My 11-year-old son bought a $4,000 bounce house without telling me. Okay. A few years ago, we bought a used commercial inflatable bounce house that my kids could rent out for spending money. We thought it was better than paying an allowance and would teach the kids a little bit about running a business. They jumped on the opportunity, pun intended, and have been very good with running their own tiny business. We encourage them to make most of the rental decisions, and my wife and I just help with the logistics and heavy lifting. Apparently, over the last year, the kids have been setting aside a good % of their income to buy a second inflatable and scale the business. My 11-year-old found a supplier, chatted with them online, gave them my credit card. I need to find a new hiding place for the backup cart, apparently, and ordered a new inflatable blower and cart. I only found out about it after the fact, and although I'm impressed by his initiative, I did ask to be at least kept in the loop next time to avoid a mild heart attack I had when I learned that it happened. Hashtag entrepreneurship. Hashtag parenting. Hashtag panic.
Okay, can we please let kids be kids and not turn them into tiny little business people? Like, we're not raising boss babies here, okay? Like, we don't need that.
The amount of time you would need to unpack this. Like, do you remember on Twitter when it was like my daughter wanted beans?
Yeah. Just let your kids be kids.
Kids, like, I understand teaching kids. Okay,
like
I
fiscal responsibility.
Yeah, like a lot of kids when they're like that age, they'll have a paper route because you see, like, you understand it's hard work.
Yep.
And you earn money, but like, what the they're running like some sort of like a bounce.
No, please stop.
Also, that is a very dumb thing because those things are ankle breakers. And I'm surprised that no kid got hurt because kids are dumb.
This is true. Kids are dumb.
Kids are dumb. I am surprised no parent came and sued your asses. Because this 100% has got to be in America. And in the U.S., people love to sue. I mean, people love to sue everywhere, but they love to sue in the U.S.
They do.
And there's no way no kid got hurt to the fact they got $4,000. Also, when you're 11, how much would you pay to go jump on somebody's bounce house?
I don't know, like my allowance, which was like nothing, so I'd maybe have like $1 or $2.
Like, I'm sorry, I would not pay that money. That's like me thinking, okay, so the equivalent of this, so when I was a kid, we had a trampoline that my great-grandmother won in a raffle. My great-grandmother was like, what the fuck do I do with this? So she gave it to my parents.
Mm-hmm.
I actually learned how to walk on a trampoline.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it was like an octagon shape. So very bouncy. Now, this was before trampolines were sold without the springs and with nets.
Oh,
so
yes.
It had a plastic mat, but that over time started to fall apart. So at one point, this trampoline was in our backyard. It had 2 holes in it that my parents had fixed. The mat was gone, and then it was just rusted springs around the outside.
Oh, that's safe.
Oh, not safe at all. Absolutely not safe at all. Because I was 11 at this time. So could you imagine me telling my friends, hey, for like $5, you can come over and jump on my death trap.
Jeez.
But I'm an entrepreneur. Hashtag entrepreneurship.
Is it spelled correctly?
Entrepreneurship. I think so. I don't know.
And that's another word I definitely don't know how to spell.
Yeah, I couldn't spell it if you asked me. But maybe that's why I don't have a house.
Because you didn't start your bounce house business at like 7?
Exactly.
I guess so. I
didn't put in the investments.
There's a post I found that I found very... This is great.
Okay.
All right, so this dude, like, everything's blurred out, but it says, I texted my family group chat at 3 a.m. I told them that we were out of peanut butter. Their answer will shock you. They told me to never text them at 3 a.m. ever again. Do you agree with them? Please share with your network. Like, sir, are you okay? Was the like, were you going through it at 3 a.m. that you needed to text your family group chat that you're out of peanut butter?
And they're like, oh, this is a great excuse.
I also just like, their answer will shock you. Like, were they gonna wake up and be like, oh my god, we gotta go buy peanut butter right now?
Oh my god, we need to Uber Eats him peanut butter right now. We need to find a 7-Eleven that's open 24 hours. It's got peanut butter.
Like, is he a gremlin? Like, if he doesn't have, like, a spoonful of peanut butter, like, once a day, something's gonna happen?
No, he's got to get his protein. He's got to get his gains in.
His gains? Oh my god. I just,
Oh my god. Okay, and then to finish this off, I found an article on LinkedIn.
Oh?
Called The 10 Most Annoying People on LinkedIn. And there's a giant picture of Joffrey Baratheon from Game of Thrones right underneath the title.
I mean, he's real annoying, so...
Yeah, but like, okay. And I'm sorry, so this guy, Didier Rocart, the managing director, global analytics lead custom insight and growth at Accenture. I don't know. That was just sounded like a whole bunch of words. He's talking about annoying people on LinkedIn. Do you think he owns a mirror? Because his paragraph, his like, I'm going to admit it first. It's a rainy Sunday afternoon and I am not in the happiest of moods. A bit of surfing never goes amiss. What does irritate me more than it probably should be on this gloomy Sunday in the rapid decay of LinkedIn?
I feel like this man is just having a time. It's like when somebody types out like a twit longer just because they're like going through it.
But you're going to talk about the annoying people on LinkedIn. And that is how you want to start.
At least he knows. He's like, look, I'll give one small self-point. I'll give 1 point for self-awareness.
Yeah. But it just, like, he goes into it, and I'm like, dude, look in a mirror. It's just, oh my goodness, like this. I'm not gonna read this full article out. I'll have to link this article. But like his top 10s are the first day gloater, the self-proclaimed guru, the ethical boaster, the friendly advisor, the ghosting headhunter. I mean, I agree. Fuck the ghosting headhunters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The happy downsizer, the uninvited sales pest, the oversharer. Yeah, some people overshare on LinkedIn and it's weird.
For sure.
I mean, people overshare in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, the painfully confused, and finally, people like me. Yes, you read that correctly. I think I'm particularly annoying. I really have no reason to be on LinkedIn.
Sir, what was the reason for this article then?
Quotes J.K. Rowling. Nope.
Okay, no.
Nope. Like, I just can't. Also, the one thing I haven't really said about LinkedIn is one of the social medias where you can see who's viewed your profile. And that is so weird to me because anytime I see, because because I've had a few. Like, I mean, you viewed my profile, I viewed yours. Like, that doesn't matter. When I was making my LinkedIn, I was using yours as a template.
Yep.
But like when I was working at the school, one day one of the students who had called in sick that day viewed my profile, and I was like, "Excuse me,
are you sick? Why are you on LinkedIn?"
Exactly, you're sick. Why are you on LinkedIn? Why are you looking at me on LinkedIn?
There was a point in time where, hi Dad, if you're listening to this, I love you, and I just think this is really, really, really funny. My dad would view my LinkedIn profile like once a month. I would see like a little notification being like, oh, like like so and so like viewed your profile, like your dad, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Just checking in on you.
Just checking in. But I think it's because he like found out about LinkedIn and was like figuring out how it worked. I do find it weird because I'll like accidentally click on people's profiles and then I'm like, shit. Like I didn't mean, now they're gonna get a notification.
Well, I didn't realize that Trevor's logged into LinkedIn, so I don't know if he'll get a Gary V will get a view that Trevor viewed his LinkedIn profile.
Probably not. Like I feel like when you're that big, like like you don't pay attention to that stuff.
No.
When I was interviewing for my current job, I remember like because I still have my old one, they were like, oh, like someone from this company viewed your profile, and then when I got hired, it was like, oh, like literally it was my boss.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. But it's really weird because sometimes it'll be like, oh, like a big fancy person, or like they can't tell you who it was, and I sometimes feel like the ones where it's like, oh, we can't tell you, but if you upgrade your LinkedIn profile, I'm like, nah, that's
pay
just
us money.
Yeah, I'm like, now you're just baiting me. Also, people who pay for LinkedIn, why are you paying for LinkedIn?
Like, get a job. This is what this is for, to help you get a job.
Yeah.
Help them pay you.
Seriously.
But all in all, I would say LinkedIn is a place that I do not like to go. We didn't get into the inappropriate LinkedIn.
We could do
LinkedIn
a whole
comment.
whole other episode on LinkedIn influencers because there's so many of them. Like we honestly like very much just grazed the surface.
We did graze the surface. And one thing that we'll leave you with today is like, remember, social media is public. And Brittany and Sarah, again, go listen to the episode. It's so great.
It's really good.
A doctor commented on somebody's LinkedIn picture and said, nice boobs. So don't do that.
Please don't do that.
Please don't do that.
Yeah.
No.
It's
So if you wanna connect on LinkedIn, you know, because I'm here to just spread kindness and positivity. And I'm also a CEO, and my bounce house is opening next week. It's $4 a jump.
A jump. So every time you jump, it's an extra like it's another $4.
Yes, I will have like a little counter. So every time you jump, and I will bill you at the end.
Keeps going up and up and up and up and up.
Yeah. But this has been a really great first podcast, Amy.
First podcast. Excuse me?
First live podcast.
Okay, yes. That is fine.
No, this is our very first episode. I don't even know you.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It's also our 50th episode.
It's our 50th episode?
Yeah.
Oh my god, we should have done something special. I guess
I literally didn't even realize it until I was like, what episode are we on? And I was like, oh shit, it's 50.
50? Oh my goodness. We should be like raining gold from the ceiling.
With what money?
For $1 a day. You too can help two struggling podcasters. In the arms. I see. You know, when we descend into madness, that's usually where we end the podcast.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
But yes, the big 50. We made it here. Remember when we were on like episode 10 and we were like, we did 10 of these, and now we've done 50?
I know, we were so cute. We're like, oh my god, I can't believe we made it to 10. We're actually like really excited though, because I mean, I'm a bit of a quitter. And it's not because I'm a quitter, but like that just makes sense. I have a cute personality trait where I used to give up on things if I didn't immediately succeed right away.
Low-key, like how you wanted to give up on streaming.
And now I'm an affiliate. But that's why everyone like me should have an Amy who says, no, you're not going to do that.
Just listen, be like, listen here. No. I'm going to see this through.
Exactly.
It's like the meme. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. I'm the grandpa, and I'm like, that's too damn bad. That is me. I'm the grandpa. Yeah. Nope.
No.
Unless we're both not having fun, then that's fair.
True. I'll be digging holes for you, Grandpa, because #entrepreneurship.
Well,
all right. Live and in person, Amy, can you give the outro without messing up?
That's a great question. I guess we're about to find out.
Yeah.
I guess we're about to find out.
Are you gonna whisper? Okay, I'll cut this.
Stop it. But thank you guys for hanging out, watching our faces on Twitch. And for those who are just listening, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you so much for sticking through these 50 episodes, whether you've listened to 1, 2, or all 50. We appreciate every single one of you so much. Just a quick reminder, our episodes are going to be recorded live on Twitch the 1st and 3rd Thursdays of every month. And then they are going to be live on YouTube and all other podcast streaming platforms the 2nd and 4th Thursday. So if you can't catch us live, don't worry, we're still around. You can just catch us in another week. But you can find us on social media on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Can You Take My Shift. Over on Twitter, we're at CYTMS Podcast, so give us a follow. That's where you'll find all the updates, and we'll post memes every once in a while. You can listen to us on Apple, on Spotify, on Google Podcasts, and basically any podcasting platform, you can find us there. For Kelsey, you can find her at Kelsey Peets on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. On Twitch, she's at Babushka Peets. You can find me at Shelly Amy across Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch. One simple username, really nice and easy.
On LinkedIn as Boss Baby Amelia.
Yes. And you can find Kelsey on LinkedIn at... Fuck, I can't think of one. At Gatekeep Gaslight. Girl. That's all I got. But yes, until next time, Kelsey, can you take my shift?
No, you see, because I have been interviewing this woman for 12 years, and I think I just might hire her. No. You're still in your 6th year of the interview.
Oh, okay. I still got a while to go.
Yeah, you have not got the job yet. Not even close.
Oh.
Okay, bye!
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.